The EVGA GeForce GTX 980 Kingpin Edition graphics card has arrived and is the ultimate graphics card for the overclocking enthusiast. So before we go over any of the unique features of this card, let's take a look at what we get on the inside of the box. So once we get the box open, we can see right on top here we have a t-shirt. So a t-shirt is included inside the box. You can see what it looks like there. Also included is a fold-out poster. Next we have a driver DVD. And we also have a installation guide here. And a couple of thermal pads here if you're using any kind of third-party cooling solution on the graphics card. We have a note here about the ACX 2.0 benefits. Of course, you get the double ball bearing fans, much longer lifespan, 4 times longer lifespan than sleeve bearings, and all the other great features as well. We have 2 important notices here. One of them tells you that the fans do not turn on until the card reaches 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. And the next one here tells you which ports are hot swap capable when you're in the operating system. Next up, we have an overclocking guide. This tells you a lot of tips and tricks about overclocking your Kingpin Edition graphics card. We also have a quick start guide. This tells you some information how to set up SLI, how to connect the power connectors, and we have a couple of stickers as well. Now before we take a look at the card, let's look at some of the cables that are included inside the package. First up, we have a 6-pin power connector. So if your power supply doesn't have a 6-pin power connector, you can use that adapter. Next up, we have an 8-pin power connector. Same story on that one. We have a mini Displayport to DVI connector. So if you want to run dual DVI on this graphics card, this is the adapter that you will need to use. Next, we have a mini Displayport to HDMI. So if you're going to run HDMI, you may need to use that cable there. We have a mini DisplayPort to full DisplayPort. So if you are running a DisplayPort monitor, you will need to use this cable. Next we have another 8-pin power connector. And we have a single slot bracket. So for those of you who like to run water cooling, this card can be converted into a single slot graphics card with water cooling. Next up, we have Probit cables. So this is a small adapter that can plug onto the graphics card. It allows you to use a voltmeter to measure the voltage. And here we have another mini DisplayPort to full DisplayPort connector. And lastly, here we have a DVI to VGA. If for any of you out there running VGA, that is what you'll need to use. And of course, an EVGA case badge. So now it is time to take a look at the card. So you can see it is a rather large card. And here it is, the EVGA GTX 980 Kingpin graphics card. One of the things you'll notice when you get it open is it does include a backplate. So a backplate is included on the card. We also have a BIOS switch up here. This graphics card has 3 BIOSes. You can switch between each one independently. It also has an 8-pin, dual 8 pins plus a 6-pin power input. Special attention was paid to all aspects of this graphics card. It has a metal shroud, which is a very high quality finish. And we even have 4 separate RGB LEDs, which can be controlled from software, even one on the back here. So we'll show you how those work a little bit later in this video. So as we mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, this card can be converted easily to a single slot graphics card if you had a water block. We also have a couple of protective caps over these output connectors here, DVI, HDMI, and 3 mini display ports, so you can see the need for some of those adapters if you are using different types of monitors. Now, being that this is a ACX 2.0 Plus graphics card, it does include features like the MMCP Plus, which is a memory MOSFET cooling plate that covers the entirety of the PCB, allowing for lower temperatures. We also have a straight heat pipe design, which improves the GPU cooling efficiency. It also has the decibel inverter feature, which allows the fans to not spin up until the GPU temperature reaches about 60 degrees Celsius, so you can have a completely silent PC when the system is idle. OTS is another new feature, and what it is an onboard thermal sensor that allows for automatic real-time extreme overclock tuning. So for those of you who are doing extreme cooling on your graphics card, this can help you maximize the GPU performance. And of course, this card was built for overclocking, and it includes a 12-layer PCB and a 14+3 phase fully digital VRM design. As mentioned, this card has a full RGB lighting system that allows for 4 separate independent LED controls through the latest version of EVGA Precision X16. You can even set custom parameters such as the color change as the GPU temperatures increase or as the GPU load increases. So there you have it, a quick look at the EVGA GeForce GTX 980 Kingpin Edition graphics card. For more information on this product, please visit the EVGA website at www.evga.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.